What's up people, Ed Clark back with another video, and this is a bit of a different video. We're going to be doing a different strategy, but before I get into that I would like to answer a few questions that we've had on the YouTube channel. First question was from Kalim. He said, very good video, please keep posting such videos. Also, I'd like to see more strategies, probably one without using the calculator would be great. The only issue is we're from Roulette calculators, so we are doing systems with the calculators. It's typically what the members of Roulette calculators want to see. However, I am open to testing out other strategies. So I'm thinking about doing maybe once a week or twice a week, doing a video on a strategy that is already out there on YouTube and testing it out with real money. So let me know if you guys want me to do that. Drop your comments below. Be an interesting one, but primarily we are focusing on the calculators. The second question was from Duke. He said, hi Ed, how much is the subscription going to be, and are you going to keep doing the giveaways each week? Thanks. The subscription's going up in about 9 days, and it will be going up to £25 for it should be in the email that I sent to all of the members. Not sure if you are a member, but it will be going up £25 a month, £250 a year, or £500 lifetime, but we will be putting that up probably every 2 months just to keep the member base down. And the reason behind that, a lot of the members on Roulette calculators want to keep the use of the calculators low, and I only launched this site maybe about four or 5 months ago, and we've already got 700 members, so it's growing way faster than I could have imagined. So I kind of get that. And I feel like I want to keep it going, obviously, but using the calculators, I make more money using the calculators than I do from the memberships. The memberships are primarily there for future development, so I can create new tools, new calculators, and also pay for the server's running costs and so on. As for the free giveaways, I will still be doing giveaways. I might change the structure a little bit, just having people comment. I don't think it's really working, so I might do something different where I'll be looking at contributors, people uploading videos, and rewarding them that way. So I'll have to get back to you on that one. The final question I've got from CEM or SEM, he said, please upload more videos with dealer tracking. I think we've had enough area key videos. Now, I agree with you. We've done tons of videos on the area key, and the reason for that is the area key seems to be a strategy that most people on the network are using because it's quite simple and effective. However, this video that we're about to do now is a brand new strategy which kind of uses the area key but using the dealer tracker. So I've done a bit of testing, and I was using the dealer tracker and tracking 10 numbers, and obviously finding a dealer that's got a nice hot area, and then doing pretty much the area key principle by betting on that area covering 19 numbers, and I did quite well from it. The only thing that was a bit of a concern is if the dealer changes their spin, you've got all of that previous data, 10 spins, so you might be betting in the wrong area, which brings me to this video in this strategy. What I've done, I've cut down the amount of numbers to track to 3. So we're looking at the last 3 results from the particular dealer, and then I'm betting on the most popular area, but only covering 15 numbers. So what we're going to do is get on with the video now, and I'll kind of guide you through it. As you can see, I've only got 3 numbers highlighted, and in this case 8, 34 and number 12. So what I'm doing is putting the bet right in the middle there on number 36, covering 15 numbers, which is covering the most popular area of the board through those last 3 spins. Now, there's a few things that I would change. I do well in this video. I've only got a £10 starting balance because I wanted to try it out on a low stakes table just to see how effective this would be. As you can see in this clip here, I get the win there on number 10. So what that means is, not on this spin but the next one, because this is a multi-direction table, you can see here number 35 has been landed on twice and 26 once. So I'm just smacking the neighbor's bet right there in the middle, and this is kind of taking the area key to a whole new level. I'm calling it the dealer key. So it is a very, very interesting concept. It definitely does need more testing, but instead of just betting on either side, you know, the highlighted or the unhighlighted, which is just looking at trends for the area of the board. We're actually doing the area key, but with live dealer spins, so their history. And as you can see there, it missed, it went to the opposite side. So that then changes that on the next spin. And of course, you can't expect to hit all of them. So here, number 27 looks like it would be the best spot to bet, because that's right in the middle, and that will cover those last 3 results that this dealer's had. So you can see there, I've just chucked the neighbour's bet right in the middle of those areas. Now, I would love more people to test this out, maybe try 4 numbers or 5 numbers that are being tracked, maybe try different numbers to bet on. I've chosen 15 numbers, so I'm doing a neighbours of 7 either side of the number that we're going for, and it does well. You know, it is one of those things. You can see there, number 16 came out, 24, which was a miss for us. We missed it by a couple. But in this, I actually, and I don't recommend doing this, I did a progression on a few of the numbers. So here I'm going for 0, which is right in between those 2 results, number 32 and 26. So, I mean, there's a lot of different concepts that we can play around with this. We could only bet if, say, 3 results were in that actual section that we're betting on. In my case, I'm just covering if there's 2 results out of the 3 in that area, because that seems like the most probable. But there's a lot of different ideas that we can play around with this. My goal on this was to make £20. So that went to number 29, which obviously was a hit for us because we're covering the 15 numbers around 0. So my balance is £11.30 now. In this case, I feel that we could actually cover all of those numbers. So you can see I'm covering up to 20 to 0, all the way up to number 1. So I am covering all 3 of those results, and that's the last 3 results that dealer had while spinning the ball in that direction. Now, if you do look at the graph there, it says it's spinning left, it's right. That it's not a big deal for me. It depends on how you start logging the table. I logged this table for a while before I decided to give this a try, and as you can see, it landed on number 1, which was actually a double up in that case. But yeah, so this particular spin here, number 26, looks like the best spot for me to bet. So I hope you guys kind of understand this. This is the area key, but using the dealer tracker. So we're actually tracking the live results, which makes a bit more sense than looking at the dealer going, okay, they hit that side more than this side. This is actually going exactly where they've put the ball. And yeah, it seems like a fairly solid concept. And it's just one of those things that we need a little bit more testing. And you see that was a bit unlucky. It landed in the right area for us, but then carried on to number 16. So that would put that near the 5. In this case, you can see 9, 1, and 11 is covered. So in this case, I am managing to cover all 3 of those numbers again. And I believe I do a progression on this one. Yeah, I put it up to 20 pence per number in this particular case. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this strategy, and if you want to try this, maybe try it with the last 4 results or 5 results, or you could even do 15 and just bet on the hottest area. But I feel like the most current results are going to be the ones that you want to see. So number 23 came out, so that was perfect for us there. So it gave us a £7.20 win, which has put our balance from £10 up to £16. And as I said, my goal was just to double the money, which is what most people on the network do. They'll start with £100 and take it up to 200 and so on. So in this case, you can see 9, 30 and 36. That was the hot area on this table. So I am covering all 3 of those results again. And it's one of them horrible spins that's kind of looping around. So we got unlucky on that one. It went to number 21. Now I am thinking about, let me just pause the video there, because this is quite key for this type of strategy. I am looking at adding a bad spin submit. So that was number 21, but it wasn't like a genuine spin. It was going all over the place, and sometimes you get the spins that get stuck on the numbers, the rim, and it just spins, and I don't count that as a true spin. So I'm looking at basically creating a checkbox that will say don't count this spin, and then you click the button and it won't count that as actual data that's been input, if that makes sense, just to get rid of any of the bad things, because of course that number that I've just entered now is going to be acting as part of the place that we're going to bet on the table, which it shouldn't really. So in this case I'm covering all of the numbers there from 3 number to number 13. And again, I've done a progression on this, so I've put it up to 20 pence per number. I don't remember what happened. I think I did a progression where I did up to 3. Yeah, so you can see there, number 16, that was the opposite area. So here it's looking very spaced out on this particular one, so I don't know if I actually do the bet. Maybe I do, but I know I sat out on a few just thinking, no, it doesn't look right, and I think this is one of those cases. Like I was saying, it might only be worth doing the bets when you've got the 3 numbers all in close proximity, because we know that all dealers aren't, they don't have a signature, not all dealers do. So we're primarily looking for those dealers that are very, very close together. Now, of course, that landed on number 28, which is next to number 7. So that data is quite important. Now here, obviously 14 and 22, they're very close to each other. So I decided to put the bet there. And I believe I carry on with the progression on this one. And yeah, I do the full martingale, so I up that to 40 pence per number. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Really interesting concept, because we know the area key works. However, if we're actually betting on proper results, like actual results from the dealer, I think it could maybe take this to the next level. So that went to number 29, which obviously gave us a win. So that's put us exactly at our goal of £20 there. However, for testing, I thought, you know what, let's see if I can take it to 30. So let's see if we can triple the initial investment. So I decided to carry on with this. And in this case, the numbers are way too spaced out. I wasn't really interested in putting a bet on in this particular case. So, and that went to 18. So you see right next to that number 22. And here again we've got 14 and 9, which are right next to each other. So that just seems like a good spot to chuck that neighbour's bet. And I decided to increase the bet to 20p just because I've doubled my investment. I obviously went from 10p minimum stake to 20p. Now I've hit £20, but I believe I changed that back to 10 just thinking we made that 10 pretty quick, which is doubling our money. So I think I drop it back down to 10 just so I can do that progression properly. And you can see number 14, so that actually landed on the highlighted number as well. So that's given us the win there, which has put the balance up to £24.20. So this one didn't, again, this opposite spin that she's doing, where she's spinning the ball the opposite way, it doesn't seem like it's a good spin that she's doing. It's not that accurate at the moment. There's no real consistency or patterns there with the results. So I sit this one out. And you can see that went to number 36, so it did actually land on the highlighted number again, which is a good sign. So I go in again here on number 6, and then we discover we've got a dealer change. So I get rid of the bet, and what I'm going to do is just skip forward a little bit. So what I do is reset the numbers subtract 2, 3, and we start logging this dealer again. So obviously the previous result from the last dealer was number 36, and that went to 0. The nice thing about this particular strategy is you don't have to log a huge amount of data before you start making your bets as well. But like I said, it is a new idea, new strategy. Definitely needs a lot more testing, but it's a really good concept. I like it. It makes more sense than just betting on the different area of the board like we do in the area key. So that went to number 12. So now you can see we've only got one bet on the table highlighted, number 24. And that went to number 9, so fairly close to that previous result. So in this case, number 1 seems like the area that she's landed on last time. So it's all about seeing if we can get 2 or 3 results in the same area. That makes so much more sense doing the neighbour's bet there than using the area key. However, the area key has proved to be working on quite a few cases, particularly with the members that are good, like Sam, who's good at tracking dealer trends. However, I think this takes a little bit more of the work out of it, because we're just tracking the last couple of spins, so the most recent results that she's had. That went to number 23, again very close to that number 1, only five numbers in between them. In this case we've got 6, so I decide to put the neighbour's bet on straight away. Would recommend waiting, just getting another result out first, but I just went in with this one to see what would happen. Looking for it to go just after 0, and that was absolutely spot on, number 17 right in the middle of those. So again, that's a perfect ball there. Now we're currently at £26.30. So my goal was to get to £20, but I decided just to see if we could triple our money and take that £10 up to 30, just for the testing phase. I am going to try this out on a few other tables and casinos just to see what happens. Now again, I'm not sure if doing a progression is a wise idea or just doing flat betting like a few of the other members do, like Sam. He prefers to do a flat betting thing, but the concept here is good. I think it's going to take the area key sort of strategy to the next level. In this case, you see we missed. It went to the opposite side on number 5. However, this section of the table looks pretty good. We've got 3 results right next to each other. So I do the Martingale and just double up. And of course, we're only covering 15 numbers as opposed to the area key where I'm covering 19. It might be worth having a look, and we could even drop that down further and maybe just bet on 11 numbers. And then you could do a progression of 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 9, 13. If we're talking about units, and that way we can cover a bigger section of the thing. We missed that by 2 there, unfortunately. So in this case, I'm a little bit torn what to do, but I go for number 13 because that's in between the 2 there. As I mentioned before, it might just be worth only betting when you see 3 results next to each other, or maybe tracking 5 numbers and going for that. But the reason I'm keeping it low is just in case the dealer changes the way they're spinning the ball. I want to be only betting on the section of the table that is most recent, the most current data. And yeah, I think that makes more sense. So we hit number 8 there, which gave us the win. And that's put us up to £30.20. So this is where I decide to leave the table. I think we did very well on that. And that's basically how the strategy goes. It's a really interesting concept. I would love some of the team from Roulette calculators to give this a bit of a test themselves and let me know what your results are. But the concept's there. I do like the concept. It's using the dealer tracker, but instead of doing the area key betting on 19 numbers where you're hitting either side of the table, we're actually doing the area key based on the dealer's previous results. So if you like this idea, please let me know in the comments. Also like the video, and if you want to see me do more strategies using the area key and the dealer tracker and things like that, testing out new concepts and different methods, let me know as well. If you're not a member of Roulette Calculators, make sure you look in the link in the description below. There's a link to the site. You can set yourself up a free account and chat to all of us on the network there and see what the social network's all about. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we're posting more videos all the time. But thank you if you watched to the end. I really look forward to chatting to you on the network. So take care, guys, and bet smart.